welcome back to the Rich Eisen Show. Eric Davis sitting along my side. Now, you saw that number 24?
I saw it.
And you see that 24. That's Dorian Grant. That's not the original 24 over here. Ike swagging you.
What's up,
You're my guy.
Yeah.
Ike Taylor's in the house. You've been with the NFL Network now since, what, 2015?
Yes, this is going on my second year.
Got it. Analyst there. 12 years in the NFL.
Correct.
All with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Correct.
And we all know you love your black and yellow.
No question. Black and gold to the soul.
We know that. We know that's going on. 12 years, 2 Super Bowl championships.
Right.
So you understand about winning.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And he's quick to tell you, too. Don't mess with him about it. That's what I love about it. He knows it at the highest level. Your boys. Grant, what do you think about him? Your impressions of him?
You know, just talking to the William Gays, just keeping it in tune with the Coach T's. He likes to go against Antonio Brown all the time. So last year, when he was on the scout team, he always matched himself up with AB.
Got it.
Which is rare, because usually people try to run away from AB.
Because they like eating. They don't want to get cut.
No question. So first thing came to my mind was like, oh, yeah, he wants to get better. He's mentally trying to toughen himself. So I was like, you know what, Dorian going to be pretty good, man, because not a lot of people want to line up, even in practice, against an AB, because AB practiced the way he play. So as a young kid just coming out from Ohio State, I was like, Dorian probably have something special, man, for a guy who going to challenge himself to probably arguably the best receiver in the game, pound for pound, and line up against him in practice every day. He wants to get better.
I like seeing young guys do that. You get into that routine, make the plays like that. Mm-hmm. You know what? Speaking of routine, before I forget about it, we were just a minute ago, we were talking about the routine of the halftime at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Twice, Super Bowl. I want to ask you about your routine, but do you remember? They asked me, I had no clue who performed at halftime.
I knew the Rolling Stones, but I didn't know Bruce Springsteen for the second one.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I took the over. He's 50%. I took the over.
I've been to 3, though.
That's right. Wait a minute. You've been to 3, so what's the other one?
To Green Bay. I forgot the one in Green Bay. We lost to Green Bay.
Oh, yeah,
Dallas.
Super Bowl 46, right?
So, yeah, that was tough. That loss still.
Yeah, you that's why you don't even think about it. I don't even think about that.
You know
Black
what?
Eyed Peas.
I learned a lot for myself from losing that Super Bowl. Like, them 2 Super Bowls we won looks good on my resume. But I learned a lot as a person going through adversity with that loss against Green Bay.
How so?
It's tough on your family. Like, I was the one who was getting the confetti on me, and they're roping everybody else off. Now the table's turned. So now I'm the one getting roped off, and now I'm watching other families, and my bottom lip just get to shaking. Like, I know I ain't about to cry. Oh, yeah, you about to cry. Like, this second place hurts.
I will have to say this, that the ugliest walk in football is walking in somebody else's confetti.
I would rather lose that championship game than make it to the Super Bowl and know I'm gonna lose that Super Bowl game.
I agree.
If I can see the future, I'd rather lose that championship game than make it to the Super Bowl, go through all that experience. See, people gotta understand, it's mentally draining for that Super Bowl. We ain't even talking about the physical part. Like, the physical part is cool, but to be on point and not be that guy who messes up or loses
that's just
that
it.
Super Bowl.
Because the thing about it, like, you can't be the guy to blow a call. You can't be out of position. You can't, and that's where
It's
your
in
focus
history
is.
forever.
That's it. Because as far as the physical part of it, if it's not hanging off, you're playing.
That's a no-brainer.
You're gonna go through it. It doesn't matter if it's pulled, if it's broken.
You saw with last year, Thomas Davis Jr.
Yes.
He played with a broken arm. Like, he was like, man, I'm not about to miss this opportunity because I don't know if I'm ever get it back. And you saw what he did. He played with a broken arm. But that's how special Super Bowls are to us. Like, that's how we feel about Super Bowls.
No, that's crazy to think. All right, now Eric Davis here sitting with Ike Taylor, and we're just reminiscing. Like I said, walking in that confetti. As a player, didn't lose one. Mm-hmm. As an announcer with the 49ers. When they lost to the Ravens. And that's what I'm saying, because you're there and you're spinning it, and I just being with those guys and watching them grow up. And I've always been asked about losses and everything. That loss right there hurt me, and I wasn't even playing. But I was with those guys, with Frank Gore and all those guys, watching them grow up. So I understand what you're saying right there. And I know we're getting way off, but just watching that happen and watching that loss, it was devastating. So you say you've learned that, and what you learned from that, and how that pushed you forward. Looking at these teams right now, I'm going to get into a little bit of that. Looking at these teams right now, and I'm going to stick to Pittsburgh, not just because you're there. I know we can talk anywhere in the league. I think the secondary is a part of why they haven't been able to win big lately. Do you think they have what it takes to get to that next level now?
It's still going to take a while. I think Coach Tomlin is doing a great job of making his front seven the primary. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day when I played, it was a total. We had linebackers, we had a defensive line, we had Casey Hampton, we had Aaron Smith, Brett Kiesel, James Harrison, of course, Joey Porter, Troy in his prime, Ron Clark, Chris Hope. We had a nice group, including the secondary. See, people don't understand. We was number one in pass defense for like 2 years in a row. We've been top 5 in pass defense like 6 years in a row. We've been top 10 over the past 12 years I played, like 8 years in a row. Man, don't you know if I would have played and we was ranked 29th or 30th, I would have been gone. See, I think people in Pittsburgh kind of take what we did for granted on defense, secondary-wise. Interceptions, no. I have Butterfingers, for sure.
Nah, yeah, you are a little catch challenge.
But did anybody else catch the ball?
No.
No.
That's the thing. And I said that even because you were still playing and I was announcing, and I said that when guys would say all the time, talk about your secondary, I would always say if Ike could catch. And I can find a tape where I'm like, if Ike could catch, he'd been a Pro Bowl every year.
Every year.
Because nobody would pay attention to the plays you were making because they want to talk about, just look at guys' interceptions. I was like, nobody's catching balls on him.
Your Chad Ochos, your Steve Smiths, like when your Randy Mosses, you can just go through my lineup, man. You can go through my lineup and guys didn't have a touchdown, or guys I'm playing in my division probably scored twice on me in 5 years. So, yeah, me catching the ball, like you said, man, I was catch challenge.
Yeah, you use the back of your hands quite often.
No question. Might as well put my feet on my hands.
It was bad.
It didn't matter. I get all that. I can understand that. I'm comfortable with that. But, man, they won't catch the ball either. So that's what kept me in the game. That's when my coaches asked me, hey, I need you to check a Ocho. Asked me to check, hey, I need you to check a Steve Smith. Because mentally I had it up here.
Yeah, you got it. Now you out of that. You out of that, and that's okay. What I'm moving on right now. I because I know we can talk some football, but right now I just got to. There are other things because I got my dude here, like the bike. Where's your bike? Because I've been wanting to ride it.
It's at the network.
I'm talking with Ike Taylor. We're talking about. It's at the network.
It's at the network. It's sitting outside. We can ride.
Your bike's out there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get my Harley up here.
Okay.
I keep saying that. I want to ride your little rocket for a little bit though.
I hadn't been on one of those.
I hadn't been on one of those in a long time. I'm imagining I got to take a break right now.
Yeah,
right?
we can catch a quick 60-second and come back.
Quick 60 seconds break talking with Ike Taylor. It's the Rich Eisen Show. I'm Eric Davis. We'll be right back. Who knows what we're going to talk about? It probably won't be football when we get back, but you guys come right back. I guarantee you it'll be riveting conversation. Welcome back. I'm sitting here. It's Eric Davis with Ike Taylor, and you know why they're playing this right here.
Why they playing?
That's who played at the Super Bowl you lost, man. The Black Eyed Peas.
Why they do that to me?
That's how they do around here.
They're wrong.
They get mean.
Hey, I tell you what. Hey, Rich, you got a nice setup though, man. This studio,
right?
man.
I'm telling you,
this is real nice.
I love it when I get to sit in the big chair like this, man.
Oh my gosh,
I really
nice.
do. This is a nice little set. It's a nice little man cave. This is
feeling,
really
right?
cool. Yeah, it is really cool. You know, I'm just gonna ask you a couple of because we can talk football, but I got the Olympics are going on. A lot of different things I want to ask you. Number one, Usain Bolt. I know you saw it.
Right.
You saw the run, and we all love watching him.
Don't
run.
blink.
Don't blink. I'm just 40. The old Ike. Back in the day, you could run. Some people said you actually ran a 4.19 back in the day.
I would say a 4.27 probably was my fastest.
So okay. So people lied, but in the 40. You think back then?
Back in the day?
Back in the day.
I think I had a shot. No
you had
question.
a shot in the 40?
In the 40? No question. In the 40. So you got to understand. Usain Bolt really don't gain. He accelerates like the last 60.
True.
I mean, The last 60. So his 40 time, everybody get out the blocks faster than him. Everybody.
Yeah.
But he runs 110 meter, meaning while everybody's straining and scared and get nervous because they see that finish line, he's accelerating through that finish line.
So
That's
you got
why
him
he
for
always
40.
winning.
You got him for 40. Because I actually read something, and they said his last 60 meters, he's the exact same speed. When most people are decelerating, like you said, he doesn't. Like they said, he hits top speed and he maintains it for the last 60 meters, which is crazy. So you're saying you got him for 40?
I think in my prime I had a shot. I don't know if I got him. I think in my prime I had a shot. Like,
okay, I
would probably be redlining. My engine would be redlining in that 40. And I'll probably blow both of my hammies.
Yeah, I was about to say, I ain't even gonna lie. Even on my fastest
everything.
day, I think I was gonna rip a whole lot trying to get him.
No question.
You answered that question. I'm gonna throw another quick one out there.
Okay.
Crow, Antonio Cromartie. Why doesn't he have a job?
Oh, man. Crow.
You think it's the health? Because that hip's been bothering him.
I think it's the health. Honestly, I don't know if Crow just got comfortable. Just wasn't hungry enough. So you got to understand with the NFL, man, once you lose that passion, once you stop being hungry, once you get full, people see that. And it's on tape. I think for the majority, as athletic as Crow was, him coming in, having that one-handed interception for San Diego, that like put him on the map.
Yeah, it did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you expected that. You got that from Crow. Well, guys these days got to understand now for a corner, you got to be willing to tackle. And I think for some part, you put on tape, you watch tape, Crow really ain't won't tackle. So it's going to be a lot of one-on-ones outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of one-on-one challenges where your inside linebackers, your outside linebackers, your safety, they're going to be late. So you got to be willing to make that tackle. You got running backs come around on sweeps. And these offensive coordinators, they game plan this. So, I'm going to game plan and run on Crow side, let's say. Hey, I'm going to tell my receiver, try to crack on this outside linebacker. I'm going to make this running back.
And put him in position
Put him in position one-on-one. And let's see if he do it.
Okay.
I think that's the only thing that hindered Crow was his tackling. Everything else he had, I think he lost a little bit of him being hungry. I think his plate got too full too fast. But it's just sad, man. You see him come and go all the time.
Like, when did you know that you were done? Because there was some thought that you might follow Dick LeBeau down to Tennessee, or I think you made that statement if there's only one other team you would play for, and that's the Titans because of Dick LeBeau.
Yeah, Dickie was like till this day, Dickie's like a father to us. I mean, we all had goals, personal goals, but if you could ask pretty much 96% of the guys, they played for Dickie. Like, that's how much we love Dickie. I knew I didn't want to play no more when A.J. Green beat me on the post route. So I was coming back off of my forearm. I was coming back off my forearm surgery, man, and A.J. took off on me, and I was like, yeah, Coach T, I think I'm just going to sit this one out. He was like, what? I said, honestly, man, I have more fun with my younger guys playing than me actually being on the field. And he was like, you serious? I was like, yeah. I said, Coach T, just sit me out. I'll be an emergency guy. I'll come to all the meetings. I'm going to help out the young guys. Tell me exactly what you need to do. But I just don't have the passion for football anymore. So I did exactly that, man. Went to all the practices, went to all the meetings, make sure the game plan was straight, try to deliver the message with Coach Lake and Coach T, and just try to help the young guys, man. Like, I feel good watching the young guys grow. Your Antoine Blakes, your Will Gaze, your Mike Mitchells was coming in at the time. I felt better about that than me actually being on the field. And playing football, you can't play football on the field mentally not being there. Because you got to understand, for the most part, everybody got the physical attribute to play in the league.
Yeah.
It's upstairs. So upstairs, I didn't have the passion to play anymore. So I was like, you know what, it's time for me to go.
I feel that. I was kind of that same way my last year, and I told him pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
That I can help coach the young guys and get them ready, but it's time. And when you know it, and it's good you're able to do that and walk away from the game that way. Now, right now some guys still in the game. Another thing I want to ask you how you feel about something. Can you guys pull up? We got time to pull up the Josh Norman sound. Let's pull up the Josh Norman sound.
To do a pre-show taped live on Sunday and get it sent in is not a problem for me. I mean, that's just a step to where, I'm setting myself up not only in football, but after that. And the crazy thing, if you really want to look at it, we are playing on a TV show. It's huge, the stage that we're on. We're playing in that while being talked about on TV. So obviously we know about what's going on in the game, and it's an easy transition to go on and just spit back football to football intelligent minds. I've been on shows with ESPN sets, and I've been on Fox and did all of that, and it made sense to expand my career, not only in football, but after that. And who knows if that's something I want to do, but I have that outlet to do it and pursue it if I choose.
Now, I'm looking at that. I'm kind of okay with how that is. So I think there's been a big deal about him doing this, and since he didn't ask the team, and that's the aspect of it. How do you feel about what it is he's doing?
It's crazy because the first person I knew who was doing this was a teammate of mine, Ryan Clark.
Yes.
So it was an issue.
Was it?
At first. And I feel like Ryan have opened that door from a player/analyst part, 1, to build your resume, 2, to expose yourself, 3, man, that's a heck of an opportunity.
Now, when you said, go back, you said it was an issue. It was an issue with whom? With the team?
Not the team. Like, that's what I like about Coach T. If he feel like you're mature enough and you come to him straight up, he gonna break his back to ask the Rooneys, hey, I got a certain guy would like to do this.
Got it.
He's winding down in his career. I think he really wants to pursue this. Would he be able to do it in Pittsburgh? So he was able to do that at the facility, gave great insight. And if you watch Ron Clark to this day, man, he's not doing anything but getting better on TV. So he's one of my favorite analysts I like to watch. But RC, I think, opened that door from a player, an active player, to really analyze and give an insight.
You get the machine, like Brandon Marshall's doing it now.
Like it's and I like to see ex-football players do it, because you got to understand, man, you got to be in tune. In tune meaning you got to deliver the message. And I feel like I delivered the message. I feel like you delivered the message. You can get up and talk all day, but people want to learn. And that's all I want to do. I just want to deliver the message, make sure people learn what I'm saying. For Josh, man, I think this is a great opportunity for him. Why not? He gets it.
I like it. You know what, guys? I got a message I want to deliver. It's about my pillow.
Friends at My Pillow.
Yeah, it's about my pillow. And if you got trouble sleeping, it's what you need to do. You just need to replace your old pillow. I'm telling you, it will help, right? I heard you did this, right? Did you do it, Brockman?
I did. I finally busted out My Pillow. I have these old janky pillows. They're so thin and small. I would toss and turn all night. I'd wake up every morning with neck pain. I busted out the My Pillow last night. I slept through the night. First time in months. Woke up this morning, no neck pain, and I think I'm having a great show. And I think that's a direct result from My Pillow.
Of the My Pillow, I got it. I hear it's the world's. I have to get one. I hear it's the world's most comfortable pillow.
It's unbelievable.
And that's what I'm saying. And you know what? It is the official pillow of the National Sleep Foundation. We can all use a little bit more sleep, right?
So y'all telling me I need to change my pillow?
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike Liddell created it's American-made pillow, and he's so confident that this pillow will work. It comes with a 10-year warranty, a 60-day money-back guarantee. So you might need to change your pillow, man.
I think you might be right.
Okay, you go to mypillow.com. You can get a custom fit, and you'll figure out what their best offer is right there. And if you like the pillows, make certain that you use the promo code RICH. Okay. So you go to mypillow.com, use promo code RICH, or you can call and order at 800-613-5974. That's 800-613-5974. And remember to use the promo code RICH. MyPillow.com.
Whoever named Rich knew exactly what they was doing. Rich is getting rich. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Whoever named Rich.
That's it.
Knew exactly what they was doing.
Words of wisdom from my boy Ike Taylor. This is Eric Davis.
Shucks.
This is the Rich Eisen show. You gonna stick around for a little bit? You got to get out of here.
Rich, where you at, man?
All right, you guys stay with us. We got a little bit more fat mouthing to do after the break. Welcome back, everybody. The Rich Eisen Show. Eric Davis has taken over. My boy Ike said he'd come along for the ride, so I'm good. I'm good.
Got my seatbelt on. I'm enjoying the ride, man.
That's it.
Got my
I like
shades
that.
on.
Yeah, you've been sitting down with us for the hour. Earlier in the show, we had Charles Davis on. Had a great talk with him, and we've had some fun looking at this, talking about the poll question, the single. How do I word this again? Say it again for me. We're talking about
The most dominant individual athlete
Yes, the most
since
dominant,
the year 2000.
Yeah, so the most dominant individual athlete since the year 2000. Before we check on the poll, get one more look at it. Who do you think that would be, Ike?
I gotta go with Phelps.
Phelps?
And this why I gotta go with Phelps. It's every 4 years. See, we forget. Like, you gotta be on your game every 4 years. That's hard. Year after year, you can still be on your game.
That's harder than being on your game every day?
Every 4 years. Because the guy who's coming up is 4 years either younger or older than you. So for Phelps to be on his game every 4 years to win these gold medals every 4 years, he got 28 total, right? He got 23 goals.
Completely impressed by that, but I'm still. But look at Serena. But you said every 4 years someone comes up. Serena has to defend hers every single year, and it's a new person coming up every single year.
Now we're talking about the Olympics, so it's the best in the world, Craig.
We're talking about tennis. It's the best in the world.
True.
That's a world sport.
You can be the best in the world. She can still be in her prime, and somebody either is her age or a couple of years younger than her. Every 4 years. So picture what we're doing in the next 4 years. We don't even know. Like, we got an idea what we can do next year. Or we got a game plan we can do 20 days from now. But the next 4? So you mean to tell me 2020, I got to get some more goals? In 2020, I got to get some more goals?
I see what you're saying, man.
That's tough, man. I think you mentally you gotta have your body all the way right. You gotta be mentally out this world to be able to perform at a high level. And we talk about maybe a couple of seconds, 50-some odd seconds. If we're doing relays, a minute and 50-some seconds. If you don't time in 49 seconds, man, you can't compete on it. Man, that's tough, man.
I got it. I feel what you're saying, but I'm just saying I still think it's tough. I think it's tougher to have that constant pressure of having to prove it and prove it at the level that she's done it. I just think that's more dominant.
Man, that's very dominant. But
this seems to be a three-horse race.
Yeah,
every 4 years.
Whose career would you rather have? Michael Phelps, Tiger Woods, or Serena Williams? If you phrase it that way, whose career would you rather have?
I wouldn't. You know what? I wouldn't mind having Phelps' career, and here's the reason why. One, he went through a little landslide at first, and usually you either go in the tank or you shake back and bounce back. Phelps bounced back. Like, he could have went in the tank and be like, you know what? The man went through depression, caught a DUI case, and them the stories I like to hear. Like, I don't want to hear the Golden Rose stories, spoon-fed. Ain't nothing wrong with adversity.
Like the spoon-fed Compton kid.
Like this man went through adversity, and now he's the headline. He's the guy for swimming. Like, really nobody really never watched swimming like that until you start hearing this Phelps kid. So between Phelps, and I see what Serena doing, man, she changing the game, especially for African Americans. She's definitely changing the game for that. She's been dominant. She got titles after titles. But, man, I'm just looking at every foe. I'm looking at because your body changes every 4 years.
I understand what you're saying, and we were looking at it, and I'm like, it's so impressive what he's done to do that. But I'm still looking at it let's check out the poll. I'm still looking at the fact that it's every 4. You're right, and not all the time. Let's
But
get the
Phelps
real on the
takes
poll.
2.5 years off and then is like, okay, I guess I'm going to get in swimming shape again. Serena does it day after day, week
that's
after
the thing.
week
That's
for
the
the
thing.
last
That's
20.
what I'm saying. Like you in a routine.
Okay. Well, the majority of people agree with you. Like 53% say Michael Phelps, 19% Serena Williams, and 11% Tiger Woods. Only 9% for Bolt. What he did last night was unbelievable.
True. That's just one event though. Hey, you
That's
gotta
incredible.
understand. You gotta understand with Tiger though. Tiger, they didn't shut down Nike Golf.
Well, I mean, we've forgotten. It's been so long since Tiger was the great Tiger, so we've forgotten about that. But you still can't count him out. Now, that poll was brought to you by TrueCar. You can save time and money by downloading TrueCar's mobile app. You can configure the car you want. You can see what others paid for it, and you can get that price guaranteed. Okay, you can save at TrueCar. The average person saves over $3,000 off of MSRP. Save time, save money. Download the TrueCar app today. I know. I get what you're saying about that, and we can keep talking about this. It's
Not
incredible.
4,
I
but
appreciate
4.
every 4. I'm glad you came and
Thanks for the invite.
4 quarters with me, man. I appreciate it. Tomorrow we're gonna have Pat Forte, Yahoo Sports columnist, and Alex Flanagan.
She's down in Rio.
She's down in Rio. She's going to join us as well. Always love talking to Alex. People, thanks for hanging out with us. I'll see you tomorrow. The Rich Eisen Show. I'll be here. You be here.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.